these streamers, right? They're in Vegas, okay? There's a couple making out, whatever, doing whatever they're doing. First off, the couple, the man in the couple, he's a big dude, but he didn't even know how to defend his woman. So that's a whole nother thing that we're gonna get into. But basically, things go left. The woman is trying to like fight the dude or whatever, like getting the camera out her face. Completely in her, it's completely her right. You know, they came, disrespected her. She started disrespecting back. Basically, bro pulled out a blicky. He pulled out a blicky and was threatening the woman. He's an absolute coward. No honesty, no respect, no integrity. If you're out and about as a man, here's my code. And I don't care about the feminists. I don't care about, you know, you weirdos out here online. I don't care about what you think, all right? This is my code, and this is how I was brought up, and this is how I learned, this is what I saw. If you're a man and you have a woman, right? Your woman, that's your wife, she's gonna have your kids, whatever. Your responsibility is to keep her safe, right? Because she's gonna have your kids one day. So in that scenario with that couple, and part of that responsibility is if your woman, right, that she comes up and she's getting crazy, she's hitting the dude's camera out. That man was supposed to tell his girl to chill out and like get her out of there, you know. And that's also on the woman as well, because she, you know, clearly wasn't listening to her man, but he didn't tell her like, hey, chill out, you know, men deal with men, you know what I'm saying? Because this is not gonna go good, you know. There's really no other solution. Like if the woman starts getting into it with the guy, it can only go one or two ways. The dude's either gonna get into it with her, which is gonna make the guy get into it with them, or, you know, that's pretty much the only outcome. I used to be a bouncer, and I used to see this all the time. Women would get into it with the man, whatever. Now her man is getting beat up by a bunch of dudes. You know, you see it all the time. But look at this. Check it out.
I love the POV from Nampa Stream Prime. It shows the real you. You gotta appreciate your height, your balding, and your few palm art.
You ain't shit.
Who's gonna sock? Who's gonna sock him? What are you doing?
So look, this dude comes up. This dude comes up, starts running his mouth, you know, trying to, I guess, play a prank or something. I don't even know what he was trying to do, just trying to get some clout, trying to get some viewers. To a couple that's just chilling in Vegas. Like they're just hanging out, they're just doing their thing. Bro comes up, starts trying to instigate a situation, instigate a confrontation. And the woman's like, hey, what are you doing? Now look here. The dude who's chilling back here, he's kind of smiling, hanging out. He also has no code. He also has no honor. They weren't looking for altercation. They weren't looking for a fight. But you don't let your woman, even if that's not really your girlfriend like that. Well, also, I mean, if it's not his girlfriend like that, then I can kind of maybe give him a pass, you know, because maybe she's just out of pocket. You know, maybe he just met her. But let's just say, for the sake of the podcast, let's just say that was his woman, right? You don't let that happen. This dude's up here coming up, instigating some type of situation, and you're just kicking back while she's like going after him. But for the streamers themselves, they're cowards. You know, they have no respect, they have no honor, they have no discipline, they have no integrity, they have no code. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing a trend. You know what I'm saying? These people don't have a code. So what code do you live by? You know what I'm saying? The samurais had a code. What code do you live by? You know, so we're gonna get back into it.
You better let go of his.
But do you want to suck?
That's completely her right to do that. You know, these dudes are being idiots. You know.
Get off the street.
Ugly bastard.
Bitch. Oh yeah, I got burnt.
You see, these dudes are clowns. Now look, wait. Oh, I didn't even realize this. But here, look. You guys, if you guys can see this or not, now look here. Okay. See this right here? This person on the stream, Kermit, shoot her. Kermit, pew her. Right? So now look. These streamers, right, are living their life and they're not even living in reality. They're watching the comments and they're doing crazy stuff, being idiots because they don't have any idea who they even truly are. And this is what we're seeing more and more and more. These people have no idea who they are, and they're allowing social media and the comments to dictate who they are. You know, when we see Natalie Reynolds, same thing. She's like doing whatever she thinks the audience is gonna like. No, she can't think for herself. That's what we're seeing here on the stream. So this dude is a coward, right? And he's allowing other people, complete strangers, to manipulate him and say and like kind of puppeteer him. But don't get me wrong, when I say manipulate, that doesn't take off any blame from him. He's an idiot. You know, he's an idiot. He's a coward. He has no discipline, no honor, respect, no code. You know, all I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for nobody. Tony Montana.
Yeah, she's not grabbing my phone. Oh, you want problems? You want problems too? You want problems? You want
Not a man gets
you just
involved.
grabbed my phone. You just grabbed my phone.
Not a man gets involved. So now,
Don't grab my shit. I'll promise you I'll shoot the shit. Let it go. Don't touch my shit. I promise you. What trouble?
so now look. So now, bro started a fight, right? Now that he's getting some backlash, some backfire, he pulls out a blicky and he's threatening them, right? Some people who were just enjoying their night, just hanging out, enjoying their night. And now you're threatening them with the blicky because you're such a coward and you're scared to get your chin checked because you don't know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? It's just absolutely disgusting. It's weak. It's pathetic. It's not what a real man is. And we're gonna see in a second how this tough guy, how he responds. You know what I'm saying? This guy thinks he's tough, right? First off, rule one of having a blicky: don't ever pull it out unless you're gonna use it. Because in that situation, if someone else had a blicky, you pull it out, now they're justified to take you out because you're risking their life. Even though you think it's a game, you think it's a video game, you think it's a joke, they're justified to take you out. For me, if I was in that situation, someone pulls that out on me and they're doing that, I'm gonna take them out because I can't risk figuring out where you're at mentally. I'm gonna take you out in a heartbeat. If you come at my girl with something like that, you come at me with something like that, and I'm in that situation and I have my concealed carry, you're done. You know, there's gonna be epic repercussions. You know, that's rule one of having a blicky. You know, that's like well known. But clearly these dudes don't even know what the rules are. You know, they don't even know what the rules are. And they found out the hard way because now he's facing like 6 years in prison because he's being an idiot. Also doesn't know the laws, right? So when you're threatening somebody with a blicky, you know, multiple times, threatening multiple people with it, you're a coward. You started the fight. You can't finish your fight. You can't throw hands. You know, you're such a coward. You're out there running around. So this is what happens when people don't have a code. This is what happens when people don't have a code. Let's get back to it.
Go my shit. I promise you I'll blow you away. I promise you I'll blow you away. I promise you.
You about to get blasted.
Spray, dude. He sprayed. He sprayed all
Get
of
out
us.
of here.
All right.
Please.
Out of
So
here.
now we
I'm a
see.
fucking you stupid.
Please, dude.
No, you guys
He sprayed us.
I'm like,
Don't
so
t-
so dude's upping his heat and he's threatening a woman and a dude, right? When there's two men, these dudes are cowards, straight cowards, you know, no honor, no respect, no discipline, nothing, you know, and even more so, the people in the comments are also cowards because they're saying they're trying to kind of like enticing dude to do more crazy stuff and they're paying money. So these people are mentally sick, mentally ill, you know, but ultimately it comes down to people not having a code. Now this guy comes in and he's trying to like de-escalate the situation. Now watch what happens.
No. Okay, you go back. I'll blow the
Wasn't lying about being a crack, but
It's okay. My guy, just go. Let's go. Hey, listen. Hey, yo. Just right
First off, don't argue with women. That's like rule one. You know, if a woman is getting crazy, you just gotta like respectfully dip out. You know, like, hey, I'm not arguing with you, blah blah blah, because they're emotional, right? So you can't argue with women, especially don't argue with another man's woman. But we're gonna see how exactly how much of a coward these people are.
I don't record, you dumbass. Just go. If you don't want that, just go, brother. You don't talk to me. You got problems too. You want problems? For what? I need. What's up? You want problems? Blaster. I'll blow you away. Really? Really? Okay. All right.
Now look, if you're ever in a situation and someone says, "Hold on, it's all good, you got it, I'll be right back," you need to take that very seriously. There's nothing good coming after that. So these dudes have no street like knowledge. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what type of danger they're in. If you're gonna up lethal force on somebody and threaten somebody with lethal force, you better be ready and aware of what can happen next to you. You know, that's the problem. This is where respect comes into play. Because if you're going to do that, you better respect the fact that people are going to fight fire with fire. You better respect other people. You know, they looked at this man, they looked at this dude. Let's go back real quick.
Blaster. I'll blow you away. Really? Really? Okay. All right.
So look, he said, "Oh, really? You're gonna blow me away? No fear, no nothing. There's nothing good coming after that. Typically, what's gonna happen after that is you're gonna get blasted. That's usually what happens after that. So it's just like these people are just dumb. You know, they just don't have any code. They just don't know real life. They don't know how real life works. You know, but now we're gonna see how this tough guy responds. We're gonna see how this tough guy responds to what's gonna happen next.
I promise you I do. I promise you I do. I promise you I do. Search me up. Search me up.
So now dude's still trying to like get into it with the other guy. There's two of them, 2v1. He's trying to fight this dude with this girl. He knows that other dude has a weapon and he's still trying to like, you know, get crazy. So it's like pretty pathetic. It's super pathetic actually. So let's skip forward to what happens. Now, remember, dude was being all tough, right? And now this is what happens next. Remember the dude who said, "All right, wait, bet I got something for you. I'll be right back."
That got crazy as no reason. LMAO.
Bro, why she grabbed this? She got me pissed.
Yeah, me too.
that was how I would take her hostage in front of him.
You need water? Me too. You saw me get crazy. I was like,
I need some water.
Now look. Oh no. So now he sees the cops coming, and now he's like, oh no, like that's what happens. That's what happens. These people are fools.
You might want to delete VOD, dumbass.
All right, I will. Act like nothing's wrong.
And real quick, dude said you might want to delete. There's no deleting the internet. It's here forever.
Bro, I'm dead, bro's Glock is fat as shit ass tweaking.
Huh?
You all did initiate the confrontation.
Why? What we put it on him then? No, what? No, stop. No, I don't want problem. I'm relaxing, sir.
Oh,
Sir, I'm just.
now he doesn't have a problem. He was antagonizing people, random people, going up, talking crazy. Now he doesn't want a problem. Oh, no, I don't want a problem. No. But soft ass, weird ass, goofball.
Recording. He didn't do nothing. Sir.
He didn't do nothing. There you go.
Sir, I'm relaxing.
Use his ass. Use his ass.
Turn around. You don't have to stop that.
Don't hurt me, please. Don't hurt me.
Man, look at it. You have to be the biggest coward ever to go up. You have to be the biggest coward ever to go up, start a fight with a couple, start a fight with a woman, pull the strap on a woman, say, threaten, lethal force. You have two guys with you. The guy has just one guy and his girl with him. You're starting to fight. You're threatening everybody, right? And now when the cops come, "Ooh, I didn't do anything. Please don't hurt me. These people are pathetic, man. I'm telling you, they don't have no code. All I have in this world is my word and my balls, and I'm gonna break either of them for nobody. Tony Montana. Again, these people are just cowards. And this is what happens over time when there's no code, So basically, let's go back to it. Let's see how that finishes off.
On your stomach now. On your stomach. On your stomach now. Don't reach. On your stomach, bro.
So basically, this is the type of dude who will cry victim. So basically, dude starts a fight, with the woman, starts all this stuff, gets the first dude got chin checked, right? You're a tough guy when you're the guy with the weapon, right? And we're seeing this a lot, actually. Some of these young kids will have weapons and want to start a fight with somebody, but then when it's time to throw the hands, when it's time to throw the dick beaters, they pull the strap. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have a code. They're soft. They're cowards. They never got their chin checked before. They never got slapped before. When I was growing up, I got in so many fights. Got beat up so many times, beat up a lot of people. That's just how it was,